Okay, so I requested you to open the file that I shared with you. Okay, so this is the file. So for those of you who are new to R, we can actually create different types of R objects. Dito, no? If you click this on the upper right, so you have here our script, our notebook, our markdown, and etc. No? Ang ginagamit natin guys, our markdown, okay, kasi mas maganda siya sa ordinary R script, no? And you'll see why in a while. Okay, if I click this, yan, so magtatanong siya, anong title ng our markdown? You want me to, do you want the default to be an HTML, PDF, or Word? Anything naman dyan, guys. So, document, HTML na lang. If I press OK, okay, may lalabas ng panibagong R markdown file. Okay? So, wala yan. Example lang yan. Okay, so, ito yung pinaka-header niya. Untitled kasi hindi ko siya linagyan ng title. Then my name, then the date, and then the document output which I chose. And then usually ang ginagawa dyan, okay, after this, tinatanggal to. Tinatanggal yung from row 12, dinidelete yan para maglagay na tayo ng ating mga codes on R. So let me just close this. All right. So this is the, I will have to go back between files kasi ang ginawa ko guys, sinulat ko na yung codes tapos tinanggal ko yung iba para kayo sumulat. The objective is not to make it difficult for yourself but for you to practice navigating through R Studio. Sabi natin guys, for those of you who know R already, yung R is the main engine. R Studio is just like the viewfinder, no? Parang yan yung screen sa kotse, yung dashboard. Na the R is the engine itself. Without R, you cannot use R Studio. You have to have R in order to make R Studio count. Okay, I was having problems with kanina. No? Anyway, so let's move on, guys. Okay, so dito sa text na binigay ko sa inyo, guys, you have here yung mga regression assumptions. Let's recall that regression makes several assumptions which we need to validate later on once we have our model. Unang-una, dapat yung linearity ng data. Dapat yung predictor variables natin, yung X, yung independent variable natin, dapat when we plot them, when we plot it vis-a-vis Vy, our independent variable or our response variable, dapat linear siya. No? Pag hindi linear, guys, yung relationship nila, then hindi tayo pwede mag-linear regression. Magkaroon tayo ng problems as far as, for example, heteroskedasticity is concerned. So dapat linear siya. Okay, pag multiple regression, guys, so several independent variables, isa-isa natin tinitingnan yung relationship ng X natin with our Y. Okay, secondly, yung parameters natin dapat linear din, yung mga betas natin. So hindi pa pwede, for example, beta squared or beta to the 3/4, hindi pa pwede yung naka-exponent siya. Okay? Hindi pa pwedeng 1 over beta. Dapat beta should be linear. Third, yung residual variance natin, yung variance ng mga error terms. Dapat, yung variance siya dapat constant or we call it homoscedastic dapat yung error terms natin or yung residuals. Otherwise, guys, if it's not constant, then we fall into what we call a state of heteroskedasticity. Heteroskedasticity, which will be problematic for our model, and that must be addressed. Pangalawa, pang-apat, guys, yung explanatory variables natin, they should not be collinear. Dapat yung mga independent variables natin should not be highly correlated. Otherwise, if they're highly correlated, magkakaroon tayo ng problem in ascribing to which variable is really explaining our dependent variable. So we'll have a case of what we call multicollinearity. Now, when we use XRealStat, lumabas na yun yung VIF, yung variance inflation factor. Okay, we'll go into that again when we using R. Okay? And then, independent yung residual error terms natin, dapat hindi siya related sa mga independent variables natin. If you plot the residuals and the independent variables, dapat random lang siya. Dapat walang pattern. Kung may trend, then we have a problem. Kasi ibig sabihin, our model is not able to capture the behavior of our dependent variable. Sixth, we have the normality of residuals. The residual term should be normally distributed, although hindi siya strict na requirement. Okay, so now in using R and RStudio, guys, maraming mga packages or add-ins to. Ito yung mga parang add-in sa Excel na pwede tayong magamit sa R. So how do you install packages? Okay, some of you who know this already, kindly just be patient, no? So these are the packages that we're going to use. Yung Site package, PasteText package, OLSRR, and Stargazer package. One of your assignment, guys, is to look into what these packages do. So type nyo lang sa Google package site or site package. Site package PasteText, package OLSRR, package Stargazer. Okay, and then we're going to see kindly see what these packages do. All right, so if you haven't, for some of you, you haven't installed these packages, i-run nyo siya, no? So you can run it one by one. Nyari, install nyo yung site package. Pwede nilang punta kayo sa end ng code na to and then Control-Enter. Okay. Control-Enter. So nagkakaproblema ako. Okay. Anyway, na-install ko na naman siya, so ika-cancel ko na lang. Okay. Okay, so for those of you who haven't installed this, I'll give you some time. Paki-install siya. Pati yung PasteText. Kailangan, guys, may double quotes or single quotes. Okay, anyway, nakasulat na naman siya. So you either, kung gusto nyo sabay-sabay i-run yan, okay, dito, guys, by the way, how did I write on this? Okay, for those of you who don't know yet, okay, you install this, you include this chunk of code by dito sa insert R. Okay, so yan, chunk of code. So dito sa R Markdown, ang kagandahan nito, guys, ang mga codes lang na nasa loob ng R Markdown dito sa chunk na to, ang pwedeng i-run, no? Pag nasa labas ng chunk, hindi siya pwedeng i-run. Okay, so that's why sa R Markdown, we put the codes inside the chunk. So yan, notice, guys, so andyan yung back accent natin, tapos R, tapos andito yung code. So when we run this, R will run everything here. Delete ko na lang to. Okay, any questions so far, guys? Okay, na-run na ba? Hindi ko na i-run, guys, kasi na-run ko na siya. Sige na nga, i-ano ka na lang, i-reinstall. Nagkakaproblema ako dito kanina sa pag-run ng package. So I'm just reinstalling it. Restarting ko lang si R. Okay, for those of you who have already run this, yung packages na to, hindi automatic, guys, na magagamit natin yung mga packages nito. Okay, nagkakaproblema ako sa aking R. Restart si R. Okay, paki-chat nga, guys, were you able to install? Paki-yes, no? Paki-install, na-install niyo ba yung packages? Paki-yes siya. Paki-chat na lang kung na-install na yung packages. Okay, thank you. Very good. Okay, good. Okay, good. Thank you so much, guys. All right, then after that, Hindi automatic guys, hindi automatic na makukuha natin yung ano, na magagamit natin packages yan. Kailangan i-call natin siya. How do you call? Ang ibig sabihin ng call, we will ask R to make it available, to make the package available for our use now. No? So how do you do that? Either use library or pwede ding require. No? Pareho lang yan. Require, psych, or library. So yung mga in-install natin, i-require natin or i-library natin, library site, library pastex, library OLSRR, library Stargazer. Okay, paki-ano nito guys, paki-run again, pwedeng sabay-sabay, run current chunk or you can run it one by one. Okay. By the way, pag naglagay dito ng hashtag guys, require site, that's a comment, no? So i-ignore ni Aryan kasi comment siya. If I run this, okay, then this one, and this one, and then this one. Okay, katulad nito guys, si Stargazer. Okay, maganda siya pag-present ng mga tables at saka regression output. Okay, we'll see in a while. Sana mag-work kasi kanina hindi nag-ano eh. Hindi nag-work yung Stargazer ko. Okay, so now that we have made our ready, may ibang packages pa mamaya na papakita ko na kung paano i-install. Okay. All right. So so now we have to upload the file that we're going to use. No? So kailangan natin i-import yung file natin para magamit ni R. Para yun ang gagawin natin for our regression analysis. So how do we do that? Okay. So I hope guys na pareho tayo ng positioning ng mga panes natin. For those of you who have different dito yung ano natin, code natin. Okay, dito yung environment pane natin, dito yung console natin, at saka dito yung plots natin. If you have a different panes position, madali lang yan. Pumunta kayo sa tools, no? Tools, and then global options. Tools and then global options. Okay. If you want to follow this positioning, and then andito guys sa left side na pane, andito yung pane layout. Kita nyo to? Pane layout. Alright. So you can change the position. No? Kunyari, akin yung source andito. Yung console, if your console is below here, you can click this. Okay, so click console here. Lilipat si console dito. Ganon din sa environment at saka si files plots. Okay? And then apply. All right. Okay. Let me check the chat. Okay, thank you, Ernest. All right. Okay, then if you want to change the lookup, the style, the appearance of your pane, pwede rin ganun din guys, tools, tapos global options, appearance. Yan. So if you want yung kind of appearance ko, I'm using, nag-zoom ako ng 110, and then yung editor ko, Lucida Console. Okay, you can choose that, Lucida Console. And then I'm using a cobalt background. Okay, then okay. Yan. Of course, you can choose on your own kung ano yung mas gusto nyo sa mata nyo, no? All right. So let's now go to our import wage. I-import natin siya. There are several ways to do this. You can use the code here. You can write the code if you're already familiar with the coding kung paano import, or pwede natin i-manually do that. Dito sa ilalim sa environment, can you see this import dataset? Okay, so click that. So it depends on what kind of data you're importing. It can be an Excel data, it can be SPSS, it can be a Stata data, or it can be a text data. No? So yung binigay ko sa inyong CSV na wage, it's a text data. So we can click this, click, And then hanapin nyo guys kung saan nyo linagay yung data na yon, yung wage.csv. It's here in one of my folders here. So I'm going to click this. Click. Alright. Click ko siya. And then it will open. Makikita natin guys yung import dataset. Okay, so andyan yung education, experience, tenure, race, gender, civil status, number of dependents, HR wage. You notice guys that we're using the data frame na may mga categorical variables. No? Ito yung hindi natin kinonvert to. I'll show you in a while kung bakit ko hindi kino-convert. So okay ba guys? Paki-chat kung yes, kung nakuha niyo yung step na yun.
Sir, pwede po pa ulit.
Sige. Okay, ulitin ko Alright, so let me cancel this. Alright, so dito sa environment pane natin, makikita nyo dito sa under environment, kasi tatlo yan, environment, history, at saka connections. No? Dito sa environment, makikita nyo dito yung under that, you have import dataset. So when you click this, you have several types of dataset. Ang binigay ko sa inyo guys is a CSV file. It's not an Excel file. It's a special type of Excel file. It's a text file. No? So click nyo to. Yan. Tapos hanapin nyo kung saan nyo sinave yung yung wage.csv. And then i-click nyo siya. And then you'll find this. Okay, sige, pause muna ako. Okay, nasundan ba?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, then you import, no? Click nyo import. Okay, pag in-import nyo guys, automatically makikita nyo to. No? Lalabas yung yung spreadsheet dito sa R, tanya wage, no? Tapos andyan si education, si experience, tenure, andyan si race, andyan si gender, andyan si civil status, okay? Andyan si number of dependents, andyan si hourly wage. If you recall guys, ito yung ito yung file that we were working on last time. Okay, so far clear ba guys? So far?
Yes po.
Okay, then sa guys, dito sa console, lalabas dito yung code. Okay, so you may wish to copy this. Ito, copy natin to. Control C. And then i-copy natin dito sa Word natin. Okay, what you do is to copy it here. Dito sa my import wage. Yan. Okay, so you just remove this. Just remove this. Okay. So ito yung code guys ng pag-copy ng niya. So it's a read.csv code, no? Command. Read.csv and then open parenthesis and then pinapakita yung file location niya. Ito yung file location ko. It will be very different sa inyo kasi iba naman yung file location nyo. And then sa dulo yung file wage.csv. Now take note, CR laging forward slash, no? Forward slash yung division, yung C under C, yung users, FMD folder, desktop, and this is the folder again, and then another folder, and then you have the file. Okay, so minsan mas maganda na nakalagay lang sa desktop, no, para maiwasan yung mahabang code na ganito. Or you may wish to, pwede yung paki-research yung our working directory kung how to establish. So I'll just make that as an additional requirement on your part to know how to make use of our working directory. Kasi mas dadali guys yung pagka-copy ng data, etc. And then kasama dito guys, itong code na to, view wage. Itong view wage na to guys, ito yung nagre-result nito. Nagre-result siya ng spreadsheet nito. Kaya lumabas to yung view wage na to kasi automatic, linagay ni R yung view wage na to. Okay? Any questions? Marami na ako nakatanggal dito, no? Okay, so Run ko ulit to. Okay, so pareho na tayo, no? So lalabas dito guys yung ano natin, yung sa environment lalabas yung data natin, yung wage data natin. And it gives us some information. There are 526 observations, 526 rows of 8 variables. So ito guys, itong data na to, itong data frame na to, open na to, no? Available na to. So lahat ng create na object sa R, makikita natin dito yan sa global environment natin. Any questions so far?
None po.
Okay, thank you. All right, so examining the data, okay, naulit ko lang to. Again guys, itong view wage na to, okay, sabi natin, yung view wage will generate this spreadsheet. Okay, pinakita lang niya ulit. Okay, then we can use this code, names wage. Ano yung binibigay ni names wage? If we run this, how do you run guys a particular line of code? Just go to the end of the code, no? Yan. Kasi kung dito natin i-click to, lahat yan sabay-sabay i-run. Gusto natin makita ano yung nagiging result bawat line, no? So names wage, control enter. Okay, what do you find guys? Pag names, ano makikita natin? Makikita natin guys yung pangalan ng mga variables. Yan. Edu, experience, tenure, race, etc. So the function names and then the data frame, yung wage, will give us the variables, the columns or the regressors or the explanatory variables, except for the HR wage kasi ito yung dependent variable natin. Okay, if we want to generate guys yung first few lines ng data natin, you can use this head, no? Okay, pag wala yung 10, tanggalin ko to yung 10, no? It will just give us the first 6. So I can put it here, yung cursor natin or at the end of this one. Remember yung hashtag, guys, hindi babasahin ni R yan kasi comment lang yan, no? If I run this, okay, so you see guys, ito yung first 6. So dito yung mga variables natin, edu, experience, tenure, etc. Okay? And then sabi natin guys, we can identify, we can define, kung gusto ko yung first 10 rows, then gawin nyo lang 10. And run this, and it will give us the first 10 rows. Yeah. Okay, so far clear tayo guys? Let's add something here. Meron tayong tail, wage, gawin natin last 5. So what's this guys? Ito naman yung last 5 kasi 5 ang linagay ko dito. Again, if I don't put a number here, ang ibibigay niya yung last 6. Default yun. No? I place here 5, it will give us the last 5. Enter. Yan. So these are the last 5 kasi tail siya. Tail ng data natin. Okay, so let me pause again guys. Paki-yes or no nga. Clear so far? Clear so far? Paki-yes or no? Okay, good. Ernest, okay na ba yung import wage mo? Aki, sandali naghang. Oh, okay.
Sir, yung sa import wage ko po, hindi ko po makontrol C. Hindi po siya gumagana for some reason. Doon po ako nawala after.
Dito sa
yung
import code natin. Ito to.
yan po yung code po.
Sige, pwede naman na tanggalin mo na muna, no? You can delete that first.
Okay po.
Subukan mo i-delete kasi linagay ko lang dito yan. Actually nag-run na naman eh. Andito siya sa console, no? Lahat ng code guys na rinarun natin babagsak dito sa console yan. So everything that we place here, even the results guys, papasok sa console. Saan yun? Ang dami ko na kasing rinan kanina. Yung rinaran natin, arrow up lang ako. Yan. Ito, no? Ernest, i-delete mo na lang muna. Okay lang naman yan kasi naran na naman yan eh. We just place it here para makita nyo kung what was the code used by R in generating that. Yung iba kasi mas sanay na sila. So read.csv na lang or read.xlsx. Tapos i-write nila kung alam nila kung nasaan nakalagay yung data. Hindi na sila pumupunta dito sa manual. Automatic na lang na kinocode nila. So just remember that pag magka-copy kayo ng ng file location sa Windows, backward slash. Kailangan i-convert niyo siya into forward slash kasi yun ang ginagamit ni R. Okay, so just a word of caution. Ernest, okay na?
Okay na po, sir. Thank you po.
Pero may wage ka na dito.
Meron na po, sir.
Alright. Aki, yung tanong mo, what was your last question? Last value. Okay. Naran mo na ba yung tail? Aki? Naran mo na yung tail wage?
Yes po, sir.
Pag rinan mo to, control enter, dapat lalabas to, no? Itong 5 observations of 5 variables. Kasi yun ang huling rinan natin.
I mean, nag-run siya.
Nag-run siya. Nag-result to.
Pero wala siya sa environment.
Wala siya sa environment. Okay, sige. Yaan muna. As of now, I don't know why hindi siya nag-appear, no? Baka dito sa settings, no? Okay. By the way, rinan nyo ba to, guys? Make sure you run this, no? I-run nyo to, no? Sige. I-run nyo. Okay, then Aki, try mo nga ulit kung lalabas na yung last, dito sa tail, no? Tail. Nag-appear na yung last value?
Hindi pa rin siya nag-appear.
Hindi pa rin. Sige, never mind. Basta ang importante sa atin lumalabas, no? Lumalabas siya. How about yung wage? Lumabas na yung wage sa global environment mo. Okay, good. Yun ang importante sa atin. Okay, so another way to do this, guys, instead of head, tapos yung data mo and then tail, is doing this, no? Yung using the wage and then use brackets. Yung brackets, guys, ginagamit yan para pag magsa-subset ka. Okay, this is used for subsetting. Brackets are used to subset. So, ganito yan. So, yung una row, pangalawa yung column. Okay, tingnan nyo to, guys. Wage. Tapos, 1 to 10, ito yung row. No? Tapos, comma, walang laman yung column. Pag walang laman yung column, guys, ibig sabihin, lahat ng columns dapat ipakita. And then, yung first 10 rows lang. You get it, guys? And then we use brackets. No? So this will generate the same output as this one, itong head na to. So again, yung wage data natin, remember, ang wage is a data frame, 526, di ba? Ito yung wage natin. No? So sabi natin kay R, gamitin mo nga sa wage, kunin mo yung 1 to 10, yung rows 1 to 10, and then comma, lahat ng columns. Hindi ako naglagay lahat ng columns dito. Okay, I could have placed 526 kasi alam ko, 8 here kasi alam ko na 8 columns naman, but pwede namang wag na kasi babasahin ni Arya na lahat. Okay, kindly run that, guys, and see if you got the same answer. Di ba? 1 to 10 din siya. And then lahat ng columns pumasok. Okay, clear, guys?
Yes po.
Okay, any questions so far? No questions? Sige, good. So, wala pa tayo sa regression, guys. Nagna-navigate pa lang tayo sa R. Okay, there are other functions in R that are very important. Kunyari, if we want to know more about yung data frame natin, si wage, we can use the structure function or str. So let's run this. Str, then wage. Okay, what do you get here? So sabi sa atin dito, it's a data frame. Okay? Ang data frame, guys, is a type of data set in R. You have several rows, or you have two-dimensional yan kasi may row at saka may column. Okay? Kahit isa lang yung element yan, kahit one by one lang, ibig sabihin, one row by one column, data frame pa rin yan. No? Okay? Unlike a vector, may ibang object sa R, like a vector, guys, ang vector, one-dimensional lang. Okay? Ang data frame, two-dimensional. Bakit two-dimensional? Meron kang rows at saka meron kang columns. So sabi dito, 526 observations, which are the rows, and 8 variables, which are the columns. So that's what we mean by data frame. Tapos, sinasabi sa atin dito, ano yung mga variables natin? Ano yung mga columns natin? Diyan sa education, dinefine niya kung anong data type siya. It's an integer, experience, integer, race, character. No? Character si race. Si gender, character din. Si civil status, character din. Si number of dependents, it's an integer. And HR wage is numerical. Yung numerical, guys, as distinguished from integer, may decimal siya. Okay, clear so far? Okay,
Yes po.
okay. So that's the structure. No? So dito may mga information na makukuha na tayo, no? Tapos another one, describe, guys. Ano si describe? Saan nga pala galing si describe? Saan galing si describe? Let me check. Ayan. So it comes from the site package, guys. Okay, sometimes you'll see, guys, yung coding ganito, no? Site, then the double colon, then describe. It only tells us that this function is coming from site package. Kasi minsan may mga package na magkapareho yung yung command. Kunyari, there's another package na in-install din natin na re-require natin. Tapos may describe din siya. So malilito si R. So kasi yung package nito may describe, yung package din nito may describe. So saan package ang gagamitin ko? So when that happens, guys, kailangan i-identify natin kung saang package nang gagaling yung function na yon, no? So ito, although hindi naman natin kailangan dito kasi wala namang conflict sa ibang package to, but I just show this to you, no? Andi dito yan sa next. No? Anyway, nasulit ko na dito. So describe wage, dapat nasa ano to, no? Anyway, ulitin lang natin. Okay. So what do we have here, guys? Ano nakuha natin sa describe? If okay, linakihan ko yung window ng ng code natin. Okay, nagkasya na siya, no? Okay. So what do we have here, guys? Yung count, yung mean, yung standard deviation, median, trimmed median to, then mean absolute deviation, minimum, maximum, the range, which is the highest minus the lowest value. Okay, mean minus max minus mean, skewness, kurtosis, and the standard error. Okay, so you have here some descriptive statistics. Okay, so magagamit din natin, guys, yung yung descriptive statistics. Okay, using the describe function. Okay, there's also another way to summarize your data, and yung summary function, control enter. Okay. So you see here, guys, yung different variables natin sa education. Pinapakita dito yung yung first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, minimum, maximum. Okay? Andiyan siya. Now, you notice that this can only be done for numerical variables. Hindi siya pwede sa character. Okay? Hindi pa pwedeng i-summarize yung minimum, maximum, median, mean ng mga categorical variables. Ang pwede lang sa kanya, mabilang. No? So si race, 526 daw lahat. Ganon din si gender, ganon din si civil status, etc. Okay? Kamusta naman, guys, so far? May pakichat nga yung those of you who are using for the first time, hindi yung mga students ko last term, kung okay ba so far, paki-yes or no. Okay, so Ernest, first time mo, no? To use R. So far naman, okay naman, Ernest. Aki, thank you. Yung iba pa, wag mo munang ininit, ha? Baka ninit mo na. Siguro nag-knit ka na dito. Wag ka muna mag-knit. No? Baka nag-knit ka na. Yung knit sa dulo na yan. Pero nagagawa ba yung mga codes? Okay, sige. Sino pa, guys? Si Ernst lang at saka si Aki. Pwede ko malaman. Kasi gusto kong, Ryzen. First time mo, no? Sa R. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your honesty. Meron pang iba? Kasi guys, of course, I won't leave you behind. Maybe I'll also recommend for you to watch videos on the side, no? Para medyo maging at par kayo dun sa mga medyo marunong ng R, no? Sino pa? Ryzen, Ernest? Nararan mo yung coach natin, Ernest?
Yes naman po, sir. Yung sa NetR lang po nagka-problem yun pala. Sa last pa po pala yan. Pero okay naman po so far.
Sige. Wag muna kayo mag-knit, guys. Yung knit yung final na yan. Pag ninit natin, kunyari sa HTML yan, lalabas yung mga codes natin and with the answers dun sa HTML or sa PDF or sa Word, depende dun sa pinili nyo. Dito yun, no? Knit, no? Can be knitted to HTML, to PDF, to Word, etc. Yan ang kagandahan ng R Markdown, which you cannot do, guys, with just opening an R script. Ang R script kasi ganito lang siya. Ayan, ganyan lang. Ikaw na magko-code dyan. Tapos, hindi mo masaseparate yung mga codes. That's why I seldom use the R script. Mas ginagamit ko si R Markdown. Okay. So far, si Ryzen, si Ernest, si Kat, si Aki, 4. Meron pa? Okay, thank you for your honesty. Para alam ko rin kung sino yung mga bago lang din na ginagamit si R. Alright, so far, 4 yung nakita ko. Thank you so much. If you have questions, please feel free to ask. Alright, so let's go back, guys. So natapos na natin tong summary. Sabi natin si summary, bibigyan niya ng i-compute yung first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, mean, max, standard deviation, etc. Now, there's another function, yung Stargazer, hindi lang gumana sa akin, ewan ko kung bakit, no? Kaka-problema ako sa Stargazer. Maganda tong package na to, guys. Kindly check nga kung gaano yung Stargazer nyo, Wage. Okay, hindi nagkaka-problema sa akin. I don't know why. Siguro sa R, siguro maybe it's because of the version
Sir, ganyan
of R.
din po sa akin.
Ganyan din sa inyo, guys?
Opo.
Yes po.
Okay, so dapat, guys, maganda yung kakalabasan nito eh. So I sent you a file, okay, buksan ko lang kasi dapat ganitong kakalabasan, guys, ni Stargazer. Okay, here is si Stargazer ito, guys. So this is a tutorial on how to use Stargazer. Okay, tingnan nyo, guys. So we installed Stargazer. We required it, library. Tapos, dito may data siya na attitude, no? May data frame siya na attitude. If we do this, Stargazer then attitude, dapat ito yung lalabas na pwedeng pang research paper na. Kasi maganda na yung pagkasulat niya, diba? Ayan, ito yung mga variables, mean, standard deviation, mean, and max. Pwede ding dagdagan to, pero ito yung default, no? Okay, so you may make use of this, guys. Okay? Ito sa regression, pwedeng side-by-side comparison. So marami pang pwedeng gamitin sa Stargazer. Okay, hindi ko lang makita kung bakit I have to research on that. Bakit hindi siya nagra-run. Code ang binibigay nyo. It's a code. So I don't know. I have to explore and study why this is happening. Okay, but anyway, guys, just make sure that alam natin na may Stargazer na package. Tapos pwede nating gamitin yan. Okay. Sa'yo, Raisin, may lumabas ba na output? May lumabas ba na parang ganito na na ganitong, parang ganito. May table na ando dun yung count, yung mean, yung standard deviation for data frames. Kasi isa pa rin data frame natin, yung ano pa lang, yung wage. Ryzen, ano yung question mo? Sa Stargazer? Lumabas ba sa pag-code mo? Na may use the mic na lang?
Sir, I'm not sure po, pero meron din pong min-max dito sa akin.
Ganon?
Po ba yun?
That must be it. So, gumagana sa iyo. No? Parang ganito ba? Is it quite the same as this? Parang table
Yes
siya?
po.
Oh,
May
so,
vars and min, SD, median, trimmed.
baka ito yon. Baka yung sa ano mo, baka sa describe. Baka ito. Ito ba?
Hindi po ganyan. Table
Hindi.
po talaga siya.
Table talaga. O sige. So, malamang gumana yung ano mo, no? I would have requested you to show your screen, pero sige, wag na lang, no? The rest of you guys, kung hindi gumagana, let me see why it's not working. But for those of you na nag-run siya, that's good. Ibig sabihin, gumana yung Stargazer na package sa sa R nyo. Pero I'm going to research kung bakit code yung lumalabas dun sa Stargazer. Alright, so ito guys, ano pa lang to, getting to know the data. Then, ito na ulit, no? We can do this descriptive stat. Another way to do it is not only the describe, which comes from psych. Another way to get the descriptive data comes from the past text. Di ba? Linaibre natin to, si past text. So si past text, guys, maganda rin kung i-research nyo sa Google, past text package, then makakakuha kayo ng PDF file nun, ano yung pwedeng gawin ni past text package. And this is one of them, no? Stat.descriptive. So, i-run natin to. Okay. So, parang pareho lang siya. Mas marami nga lang siyang descriptive statistics, guys, no? Okay. So, andi dito din si mean, si max, si range. Meron pang sum siya ng mga data. Although, baka hindi naman natin kailangan yung sum na yan. And then median, mean, standard error of the mean, may confidence interval pa. Confidence interval at 95%. So merong variance, standard deviation, coefficient of variance. So you'll notice that mas maraming makukuha na descriptive statistics with dun sa descriptive ni PaceText. Although walang laman si race, gender, tsaka si status kasi nga we cannot compute yung mean, max nila, etc. Okay, so that's another way, guys, to show your descriptive statistics. So itong package na to, PaceText, and using the specific stat.disc wage. Alright. So itong dalawang to, guys, hindi naman to descriptive statistics. So gusto lang natin malaman ano bang class yung education, ano yung class ng race. Pag sinabing class, yung data type. So let's run this. So sa education, alam naman natin yan, nakita natin kanina sa summary yan, integer siya. Si race, alam natin, character siya. So this, the code class, that just gives us the type of data you have. So siguro ilipat natin to. Control X, mas bagay yata siya dito. Mas bagay siya dito. Hindi naman siya descriptive statistics. Tapos, tanggalin ko na lang dito to. Okay? Bago-baguhin na lang natin, guys. Kasi ang descriptive statistics natin, andi dito. In fact, itong Stargazer din, medyo descriptive statistics din siya. So, sama na lang natin dito. Alright, pinagsama-sama ko lang, guys, yung medyo descriptive statistics, yung describe natin, stat.disc, at saka yung Stargazer. Okay, any questions so far? Okay. May questions? Mag-chat. Kung wala, okay lang. Okay, so walang questions. All right. Now another function of R, guys, is that it's very powerful in in data visualization. Those of you who are my students, we had, I think, 2 or 3 weeks last term, no? With ggplot2, okay? So we can also plot, no? We can also plot in R, just like in Excel. Di ba last time, plinat natin si education at saka si hourly wage. Okay, dito subukan natin. So the code is plot. Okay, tapos andito si x-axis, education. Andito si y-axis, si hourly wage. Tapos ito, yung name ng plot, linagyan na natin ng main is equal to. In other words, yung plot natin, may title lang siya, main ang tawag doon, nasa taas. Is equal to scatter plot of education and HR wage. I-run natin to, control enter. Okay, ano sabi? Error in plot. Object education not found. Okay, bakit guys? Take note, okay? Take note. Ang mga objects natin guys, nandito. Ayan, ang object natin si wage. Okay, I don't have any other object here. Si wage lang ang object natin. Diba? So, ano sinabi natin dito? Sabi natin, pakiplot si, saan na to? Pakiplot si education at saka si HR wage. Hindi na-recognize ni Aryan. Okay? R was not able to recognize education and hourly wage kasi wala sa object yan. So what we have to do is to define saan ang galing to. Kaya dapat, ang pag-code niyan, isin ko lang to, okay? Ang pag-code niyan, that's one example guys. Nasa wage yan, di ba? Wage, okay? Education, tapos wage. Dollar means, ang dollar ibig sabihin, it's a column identifier. Wage, education, wage, hourly wage, tapos i-define natin yung label. Okay, we can define the label. X lab is equal to years of the education. Y lab means Y label is equal to hourly wage. Ito guys, ang ginagawa nito, linalagyan lang natin ng label siya. Si X, lalagyan natin ng years of education. Si Y, lalagyan natin ng hourly wage. And then ito guys, PCH, this is just plot character. So, itong 19, this is medyo bilog siya na may ano sa ano. Mamaya tingnan natin yung iba. Ano yan, dotted na itim. No? And then frame is equal to false. Ibig sabihin, yung plot, patanggalin natin yung frame. Ayoko lagyan ng frame siya. Yung borders. No? And then, andito yung pangalan. Main is equal to scatter.plot. Alright? Sige, i-run natin to. Let's run this. Control Enter. Ayan. And we have our plot. Okay, guys? Okay, nakasunod ba?
Yes po.
Pwede pataas po yung code. Ayan.
Sige, sorry. Hindi ko yata linagay ito, no? Did I put this,
Hindi po,
guys?
sir.
Oh, I did put it, guys, because I wanted you to write it, no? Para ma-practice nyo. Kasi kung ilalagay ko lang, iba yung kayo mismo magsusulat. Eh. Sige. Kindly copy the code, guys. Okay, you have it? You have it, guys? Dito,
Yes po.
mag-request ako
Yes
ng
po,
yes.
sir.
Okay, sige, paki-yes, guys. Paki-chat. Okay, thank you for those who unmuted themselves. Yung iba, gusto ko lang malaman kung nakuha niyo yung plot. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Abby. Aki, thank you. Abby, thank you. Aizen. Okay. Right, I hope you're able to follow. Thank you. Okay, pag may questions, guys, huwag kayong mahihiya. Your classmates definitely will not consider it as as against you. We're all here to learn. Tapos ayaw natin yung speed tapos wala naman tayo natututunan. Gusto natin na tama lang yung pace natin. And I hope I'm able to accomplish that. Okay. Now, sabi ko kanina itong PCH na to, this is the plot character. Subukan niyang gawing to. Hanggang ano ba to? Subukan muna natin 10. What if we use 10 here? Highlight mo dito. Kaya end dito. Hanggang dito sa dulo na to. Control, enter. Okay, ito naman pag 10, no? Iba yung So, bawat number, guys, PCH, may mga iba't ibang characters yan. Okay, merong, kunyari, 1. Ano yung 1? Go here, control, enter. So, si 1, circle na, walang dots. Okay? How about 5? Okay, so this is like a parang parallelogram, etc. Hanggang ano number ba to? Let's see kung may 25. Ganun pa rin, no? Parang yung iba, ayoko guys, hindi yata maabot ng nakalimutan ko kung hanggang kailan itong PCH na to. Okay, wala na, no? Wala nung 30. Hanggang 20 something lang yan guys. No? So let's just use 19. Okay, let's just use 19 para it's like a round na may fill na black. Okay, then nakita natin yung x-axis hanggang 15 lang siya, and may kasama po dito. Gusto ko lang extend ng konti. Okay, para yung line, kahit yung line naka-extend. So what we can do is we can add this code. I-copy na lang natin dito guys para let's copy this. Copy natin yung previous code. Control C, Control V. Okay, magkakasama sila guys, no? Sama-sama natin sila. Ano naman to? Axis. 1 refers to x-axis. So this is the code, axis, 1. And then ano yung sequence? This is sequence. Start with 0, end with 20 by 5. Okay? Start with 0, end with 20 by 5. Kung gusto niyo sa y-axis yung i-extend, gagawin yung number 2 ito. Okay, then sequence again. Okay? So let's run this. Run natin po, control enter. Okay, so na-extend lang yung na-extend lang yung We can add 20 dito kaso wag na muna 'yon, no? Kasi hahaba yung code natin. So gusto ko lang guys ma-extend. Okay naman yung sa y-axis. Okay naman siya. Okay, so I hope guys nakikita nyo na very powerful ang R. Of course, yung learning curve, it's really not that easy. But like any other skill, pero once you get the hang of it, pag gamit ng gamit, then it will become second nature to you. It's just like riding a bike, guys, or learning a new skill like playing the piano, playing a musical instrument. Hindi kagad na virtuoso kayo, hindi kagad makakapag-concerto kayo. It takes some time. Yes?
Bakit po nag-error yung plot has not been called yet?
Which one? Yung
yung sa axis po, nag-error po. Saan po dapat yung control enter ko? So may
pwede hanggang dito, no? Yan. Kasama dapat siya sa plot, no? Kinopy-paste natin yung plot dito, yung nasa previous code natin, kinopy-paste natin, tapos sinama natin yung axis. Kasi pag axis lang, hindi alam ni Excel kung anong axis ba yan, no?
Nag-error po siya sa...
Nag-error siya. Yung previous code mo, okay ito?
Apo, okay po yung previous code po.
Tapos kinopy-paste mo lang siya dito.
Apo, sir.
Naglagay ka ba dito ng ng number sign?
Yes po, sir.
Ayan, kasi dapat lang yan, comment lang yan, no? Ano pa ba? Yung parenthesis. Kasi baka yun ang tingnan mo yung mga kasi pag nagkamali lang tayo ng isang parenthesis, mamamali na yung code natin.
Sige po, sir. I-check ko na lang.
Check mo tapos
Thank you po,
pag
sir.
ano, let's discuss kung ano ha.
Okay po, sir.
And show it to me later. Ano naman to independent naman tong code na to. It's not related to the others. Kaya we can still move on. Hindi maa-affect naman. So let me just run that. Dinagdag lang natin yung sa axis 1. Sabi natin from 0 up to 20 increments of 5. Yeah, 5, 10, 15. Then hindi niya nilinagay ng nasa dulo dito. We need another code for that. Hindi natin gawin. Alright. So punta na tayo guys sa ginawa natin last time. This is really our objective. Mag-regression tayo ngayon using R. Okay? But before we can go there, syempre may mga preliminaries muna para medyo comfortable tayo. Okay, so let's do this first. Yung simple regression, guys, it makes use of the LM function, linear model. So if we run this, so may question mark lang yan, no? Let's run that. Lalabas dito yan. Yan, dito. Okay, it gives us an explanation of what the LM function is. Sabi, the LM is used to fit linear models. It can be used to carry out regression, okay, analysis of variance, analysis of covariance. Okay? So ito yung ano niya, yung syntax niya. LM, kung ano yung formula, data, tapos kung may mga subsets, kung may mga weights, okay? Kung anong method. Of course, ano natin, hindi natin lahat gagamitin yan. So depende kung anong klaseng model ang ginagawa. Para sa atin, simple lang, simple linear, may mga hindi na tayo kailangan dyan. Okay, and then, andi dito yung description. Okay, later on guys, kung merong, kunyari, logical regression na gagamitin natin, dadagdagan natin yung pag-define natin dito. Okay, but ngayon, ano muna tayo, simple muna. Okay, so, let's go back to our model. Okay, now, anong data frame ang ginagamit natin? Di ba, iisa lang naman? Gagamitin natin si wage for simple regression at saka multiple regression. Pag ganun guys, pag isa lang naman yung data na ginagamit natin, data set, data frame, it's better to attach the data. No? Recall a while ago, sabi natin nung nag-plot tayo, ito, nag-plot ako, hindi niya na-recognize si education at saka si HR wage. Kasi ang object natin, si wage. Diba? So dapat, ang mangyayari dyan, lahat ng mga codes natin, pag gagamitin na natin yung mga variables natin, i-attach natin si wage. No? Ulit lang na ulit yung wage na yan. So the shortcut is to do this function, attach wage. Para alam ni R na iisa lang yung data frame na ginagamit natin. Si wage lang yan. So pag ginamit natin yung race o education na variable, alam ni R na galing sa wage yan. Okay, so since iisa lang yung ginagamit natin na data frame. Ngayon, mas mahirap to guys kung marami tayong data frames na ginagamit. Kasi kunyari, we're using kunyari, wage and kunyari, weather. Kunyari, dalawang data frames. Bago natin, kunyari, in-attach natin si wage. Bago natin magamit si weather, kailangan i-detach muna natin si wage. So medyo hassle din. So pag iisa lang data frame na ginagamit natin, it's best to use this. Attach wage. Anong advantage nito? Alam ni R na si wage ang ginagamit natin. So hindi na kailangan natin ilagay yung wage, dollar education wage, dollar HR wage. Kasi alam niya na galingan sa wage. Alright, so let's attach this. Control Enter. Okay, so alam na ni R na naka-attach na yung wage. Okay, so remember last time, sabi natin, kailangan linear yung yung relationship ng HR at wage. Nakita natin kanina na medyo linear naman kaso medyo ang laki ng spread dun sa mga higher values, no? Ng let's just plot that again, no? Let's plot that. Education at saka early wage. Plot natin ulit to. Yan. Mukhang linear relationship naman. Okay, only that, habang lumalaki yung ano guys, habang lumalaki yung years of education, lumalaki yung ano, yung dispersion niya, yung variance. Dito maliit lang yung variance eh. Pag smaller years of education. Pagdating dito sa 10, 11, mga 12 to, no? Ang laki na, no? Ang laki na ng discrepancy ng hourly wage. Ang laki na ng pagbabago, pag-iiba. Okay, up to hanggang 20. So there were some who were working 20 years of education nila. Pero ang laki ng ano, ang laki ng discrepancies ng ano ng hourly wage nila. Kahit pare-pareho silang 20 years of education. Okay. So, remember na we were able to compute for hourly wage education and hourly wage last time. Control Enter. Okay, I hope you recall that it's 40.6%, 0.406. Yun yung correlation. This is just the function core, then education and hourly wage. Okay, kasi magsisimple linear regression muna tayo. Okay. All right, dito. Okay, na-attach natin dito kaya wala nang problema. No? Okay, kung hindi natin na-attach guys, kailangan ipapasok natin dito na yung wage, dollar education, wage, dollar, HR wage. So medyo hassle yun. Kasi lagi ipapasok mo yung wage eh. Kasi hindi mare-recognize nga ni R yun. How was R able to recognize education and hourly wage? Kasi in-attach natin. Alright, now how about this guys? Correlation ng wage. So, si wage maraming variables, di ba? Ito dalawa lang yung pinakita natin. Pero paano kung buong correlation? Okay? Enter. Ano nangyari? Oh. Okay ba siya, guys? Okay siya? Hindi. Bakit? Ano answer? Bakit hindi okay yung correlation, guys? Sana yung correlation rate, sana lahat ng variables hahanapin yung correlation eh. Pero nag-error siya. Why, guys? Why? Ano yung reason? Ito talaga yun. X must be numeric. Bakit? Kasi guys, sa wage, meron tayong mga non-numeric na variables. Si race, si gender, at saka si civil status. Di ba? So hindi pa pwedeng kunin yung correlation yan. So nag-error si R. Sabi niya, well, hindi pa pwede kasi buti sana kung yung education, experience, tenure, number of dependents, at saka HR wage lang. Kaso meron tayong race, gender, civil status. So hindi pa pwede. So anong gagawin natin? Pwede natin i-subset guys. Tanggalin natin itong tatlong to. No? Para ang kunin lang niyang correlation dun sa wage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, clear? So question, anong column to? Column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Column 4 to 6, pwede nating patanggalin yan. Or in other words, pwede natin ipa-subset, i-filter natin, i-subset natin only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so how do we go about it? So one way to go about it is core, wage. Remember guys, pag pinifilter, yan. Lala nyo? No? So ano yung number dyan pag nag-filter? Row, column yan, di ba? Ganito yan eh, row, column. Right? Dito ko lagay yan. So ito, di ba? Row, then column. Okay, anong rows ang kailangan natin? Lahat ng rows dapat kasama. No? Yung column guys, yung column, ano lang kailangan? So, kailangan lang guys C. Pwede natin guys, may C function C. Ibig sabihin, combine, no? 4 to 6. Okay, tingnan natin kung gagana to. Negative. Gagana ba yan? Ano ibig sabihin to guys? 4 up to 6. Yung C guys, ang ibig sabihin yan, combine. Okay? Now, negative C, ibig sabihin, huwag isama. Okay? So take a look at this. Sabihin to, correlation ni wage. Ano kasama? Lahat ng rows, pero yung columns, negative. Negative C combine 4 to 6. Huwag isama kasi negative si 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so tingnan natin to guys. Pag-run. Kindly run it guys. What happened? What did you get, guys? Pakichat nga. Did you get a correlation matrix?
Yes po.
Object of type built-in. Bakit nagkakaganyan ka? Okay. Kasi pag rinan ko to, no? If I run this, at the end, okay lang kasi comment naman to, hindi niya babasahin yan. Okay. I'm getting this, no? So ito yung correlation ng mga variables natin. Education with education. So take note guys, ang sumama na lang, yung column 1, 2, 3, tsaka 6 and 7. Tinanggal na niya si column 4 to 6. Kasi yun yung mga categorical variables. Okay? Gets guys?
Sir, can you scroll up po?
Sige. Okay. Yan, yung code natin. Baka may na-miss out ka na column or parentheses sa akin. Okay, thank you, Aki. All right. So, na-determine natin correlation matrix. Ano? Kita natin, ito alam natin, education with HR wage, 0.405. Okay, we would prefer na yung HR wage natin. Later on sa multiple regression, ginawa natin dati. No? Mas gusto natin na matataas yung correlation nila. Pero ayaw natin yung correlation ng, kunyari, si experience with tenure, no? Medyo mataas, 0.5. Okay, so tenure with okay lang yan. So number of dependents, 0.21 with education. Hindi naman gaanong matataas. No? Ano ibig sabihin ng mga negative dito guys? Negatively correlated. Ibig sabihin, they move in opposite directions. Okay, so let's go to our first. Okay, ihiwalay natin to guys. Control X nyo ha. Model 1. Control, hindi ko yata sinama, no? Control X. And then dito tayo maglagay ng regression model. Insert this, insert R, and then Control V. Okay, kinapi ko lang guys yung ano. I think ang binigay ko lang sa inyo guys hanggang dito, no? Hanggang Coral Educ lang yata at saka ano. Tama ba? Kasi again,
Yes.
I want you, yeah, thank you. Because I want you to type it. Okay, sige. After that, guys, hanggang dito na lang tayo dito. Maglagay na tayo dito ng regression model. Tapos, insert R. And then we're going to type this. Okay, so let's start with this. Ito muna ang unang dalawa i-type nyo, guys. Huwag nyo muna i-run, ha. Okay, tanggalin muna natin to. Ito muna i-type nyo, guys. Yung first line muna. So we're going to create now a model called Model 1. And then the function is LM. Remember what LM is? Regression yan, linear regression. Tapos ano yung code? Dependent variable, tilde. Si tilde guys, nasa taas ng yung accent, nasa taas ng tab mo. Depende sa ano nyo. So control tab yun guys. Nasa left, upper left yan. Kita nyo, guys? Did you see the tilde? So, ang pagbasa nito, HR wage regressed on education. Diba? Ito yung simple regression natin. Ang una muna natin yung hourly wage at saka education. Okay, and then data is equal to wage. Actually, hindi na natin kailangan to kasi naka-attach naman yung data, di ba? R knows that we're dealing with the wage data. Pero sinulat ko lang para medyo complete yung code natin. Okay, have you typed it, guys? Paki-yes nga, kasi i-run natin.
Yes
Sabay-sabay
po.
natin i-run, ha? Okay, thank you. If we run this, guys, okay, baka may nag-question. Check ko lang yung chat. Okay, good, thank you. Okay, if we run this, tingnan natin, ha? Run natin. Ano nangyari? Walang lumabas na output, di ba? May lumabas ba? Meron dito, guys, sa sa environment natin. Yun, mod 1. Model 1 natin. Okay, lumabas ba yan, guys? Take note, you created an object called model 1. Si model 1 na yan, ang laman yan, yung LM, linear model ni dependent variable HR wage, independent variable education from the data is equal to wage. Again, sabi natin, kahit wala na to, kasi anyway, na-attach na natin yung data is equal to wage natin. Alright, walang lang mabas, di ba? Pero meron ditong model 1. Okay, if you click this, guys, ayan, no? Ito yung mga laman ng model 1. So it has several elements here. Mamaya titingnan natin yan, ha? So balik tayo dito. Balik tayo dito, okay? Now, if we want, guys, kung gusto natin may automatic na lalabas sa LM natin, so dito. Kung gusto natin na may automatic na lalabas sa LM natin, lagyan natin, guys, ng parenthesis, before and after. Okay, so what will this do? Any code, guys, pag linagyan natin parenthesis before and after, automatic may initial output na lalabas. So let's try that. Same line, guys. Control Enter. Okay, anong lumabas? So may partial na output na lumabas, no? Okay? Did we get the same results, guys?
Yes po.
Yan. So sabi ni Art call, ito yung function na hinihingi mo sa akin. Sabi ng call, yung ibig sabihin ng call. So itong results, coefficients, intercept, at saka slope, education. Negative 9.049 at saka 0.45. If you recall, guys, ito din yung natin, ito yung result sa regression natin, yung simple linear regression. Same intercept, same slope. Pareho din siya. No? Okay, so, punta na tayo dito. If you want to get the complete model, the complete output, you use this, summary mod 1. So let's run this, summary mod 1. Okay. Alright, so does this look familiar, guys? Mas kompleto pa nga ito dun sa actually hindi na, halos kompleto din. Kasi dun sa walang residuals walang ganito sa Excel. Pero let's see. Call. So, ito daw yung formula na hiningi natin. No? Formula is equal to hourly wage regression education. Data is equal to wage. So, linabas dito yung residuals output, minimum residual, maximum residual. Ito yung pinakamaliit na residual. Paano natin nakukuha yung residual, guys? This is y minus y hat, di ba? Yung actual value minus the predicted value. And then, ito yung individual natin, guys, di ba? Estimate, ito yung parameter natin, value niya, standard error, t-value, probability. Okay? Does this look familiar, guys? Guys, pakisagot, does this look familiar?
Yes po.
Ito yung output natin sa Excel, di ba? Tapos ang kaibahan, guys, ano yung kaibahan? Okay, thank you, James. Ang kaibahan, guys, may star siya dito. Okay, ano ibig sabihin ng 3 star na to? Okay, kasi dito, 3 star, 2 star, 1 star, dot lang, tsaka walang laman. No? Okay. Ang ibig sabihin ng 3 star, guys, it's less than 0.001. Ito yun. Kapag yung p-value natin less than 0.001, 3 star ibibigay sa atin. Kapag less than 0.01, 2 stars. Kapag less than 0.05, 1 star. Kapag less than 0.10, dot lang kapag greater than 0.10 guys, up to 1, wala. Katulad nito guys. It means that this is not significant. To be significant siya, at 5% dapat may 1 star. Okay, clear tayo guys? Hindi siya significant, ito siya. Oh. Greater than 0.05 siya. Pag 10% yung significance level natin, at less than 0.10 guys, may magkakadat dyan. Okay, clear so far guys? So, p-value is less than 0.001. Okay? So, anong conclusion natin dito? We reject the null hypothesis. Naalala nyo? Anong null hypothesis natin dito? Beta 1 is equal to 0 or the slope is equal to 0. Reject natin yon by virtue of the fact that the p-value is less than our level of significance, which is 0.05. Okay. Ito, meron din binibigay dito. Ito yung SSE natin, no? 3.378. Ito yung degree of freedom natin ng error terms. Okay? Multiple R squared, 0.1648. Ito yung adjusted R squared. Ito yung R squared natin. Ito yung adjusted R squared. Okay? Ito yung F stat natin. Okay? Degree of freedom, 1. Number of regressors yan. Degree of freedom, 524. Ito yung N minus K minus 1. And the p-value is less than 0.05. Therefore, significant yung ano natin. Yung significant yung model natin, model 1. Okay yung model 1 natin. So remember dito guys, ang null hypothesis natin dito, beta null is equal to beta 1 is equal to 0. Overall goodness of fit to. So we reject the null hypothesis. Okay? Alright, it's almost time guys. So, nabigay ko ba sa inyo to? Okay, okay, sige, I'll give you, sige, I'll give you 1 minute guys to type. Copy. Okay, so umabot tayo sa row 100. All in all, 200 plus yung rows natin dito. Okay, parang pareho lang ng plot natin kanina yan. Ang nagdagdag lang guys, ito. Yung AB line. Okay, this AB line guys will plot yung regression line natin. So ang code niyan, AB line, LM, our dependent variable, regress on the independent variable. Then ginawa na lang natin yung color ng line is equal to blue. So if we run this, I'll run the whole chunk. Okay. Naalala niyo to guys? Ito yung regression line natin. Regression line natin yan sa Excel. Okay, any questions guys? May I have 1 last minute guys? I know it's almost time. Okay lang ba?
Yes po, sir.
Okay,
Yes
so,
po.
sige, salamat ha. Tapusin ko lang yung para hindi tayo mabitin dito. Okay, so I forgot to run this. Okay. All right. Ano tong function na to? Names. Names ng mod 1. Kanina names ng wage, binigay sa atin yung mga variables na kasama sa wage. Ito names ng model 1. Model 1, remember, is an object also. It's a regression object. Kaso, ibang klaseng object siya. Marami siyang iba't ibang values. Okay? So, si mod 1, Ito yung mga laman niya. May coefficient siya, may residuals, etc. No? So, kunyari, kung gusto natin makuha, mod 1, okay, dollar. Mod 1 dollar, guys. Yan, no? Ito yung mga laman niya. No? Kita nyo? Kunyari, coefficients. Yan. Mod 1 dollar coefficients, ano ibibigay sa atin? Ibibigay sa atin yung values ng coefficients. Okay? Pwede pang mod 1, tapos dollar. Okay, residuals, guys. Ilang kayang residuals? Ilang residuals, guys? Remember, we have 526 observations, di ba? And each observation has its own residual kasi kino-compare natin yung actual value at saka yung predicted value. Control Enter. Ayan. Ito yung mga ito yung mga residuals. So ayan, those are 526 residuals. Okay? So pwede din natin kunin yung yung predicted mod 1 dollar. Okay, and you need to see fitted value. Fitted value, ito yung mga predicted value. Fitted values. Fitted.values. Run. Ito yung mga predicted values. Okay? So we end here. Last, guys. Pwede din natin kunin yung Akaiki at saka BIC. Bayesian. Okay? Enter. So ito yung Akaiki value ni mod 1, Bayesian information criterion. Ito. Alright? So we ended up to here. Pinat natin, no? Dito. Okay, so lagay ko lang dito. End of class December 14. Okay. Guys, susunod guys, pakitingnan nyo pakitingnan nyo yung would you want me to upload itong hanggang dito, guys?
Yes po, sir.
Sige,
Hindi
upload
po
ko yung
gumagana yung ibang code.
Sige, okay. Upload ko guys yung yung lagyan ko na lang ng December 14 answer, no? Upload ko hanggang row 116 para may copy kayo ng natin. All right? So thank you so much, guys. Sorry for the extension. I hope you're learning something, guys. I hope you're getting excited kasi maganda talaga tong R. Makikita nyo later on as we progress. Magandang siya, very powerful siya. All right, so I'll see you next Wednesday.
Sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yung
Thank
quiz
you, guys.
po pala, paano po? Sir?
O nga pala, sorry. Mag-PM na lang ako, guys. I'll give it na lang bukas ng mag-ano muna ako. Yung isa, yung take home, bukas ng 6 o'clock p.m. So to be submitted 6 p.m. the following day. Tapos yung multiple choice, gawin ko na lang Friday para sure na wala kayong pasok, no? Siguro Friday ng 12 noon, pwede po sa inyo yan?
So, sir, 2 sets of quiz po. Yung isa take home, tapos yung isa.
Yung isa take home, yung parang ginawa natin sa Excel. Okay, yung isa multiple choice. Sa sa online, sa Canvas. Clear, guys?
Here po,
Okay
sir.
po, sir.
Sige, magme-message ako Sige. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank
Keep
you po,
safe.
sir.
All right.